Hi, how's everyone doing tonight? Good? Good. A few questions to ask you before I start my presentation. Raise your hand if you know anyone that is enlisted in the military or was enlisted in the military or veteran. Keep your hands up if the age is from 18 to 25 years old. Look around the room. And keep your hands up if they enrolled to either help pay for college or instead of college. That's a lot of hands, right? Over 180,000 high school graduates join the military annually. That's a lot, right? But it doesn't compare to the 21 million high school students that enroll in either a college or university. So the big question I'm going to talk about today is that should national service upon graduating either college or high school be required? Think about that for a second. It's a big thing. Should, graduating high school, go into the military, or if you graduate college, go into the military or Peace Corps or just something national service. Should that be required? And my answer is no, it should not be required. I'm going to talk to you about why I do not believe that and why it should not be required and it should not be in the United States. It should not be required due to the unpopularity of the draft and the unnecessary need for military enrollment. We shouldn't force anyone to do anything, right? It's a land of the free. Come on. From 1940 to 1973, men of all ages were drafted into necessary roles in the military. It was eventually abolished in 1973 because of the unpopularity and unnecessariness of the draft. According to a Galen poll taken in 2007, just 18%, only 18, Americans think the United States should return the military draft. Only 18% are in favor of the draft. While on the other hand, 80% do not believe the United States should return the military draft. That's over half of the United States population that is unfavored of the draft. National service should not be required upon graduating our high school. There just isn't a need for it. As of 2010, there has been 309 million enrollment in the United States military, making it less than 1% of the total U.S. population. I know that's a small percentage, but just look at the number. 309 million in the military. Think about all those tax dollars, right? Within higher education, such as college and universities, becoming more expensive. A lot of students, upon graduating high school, are enrolling into the military, ROTC, or just doing their own, starting their own career in the military instead of enrolling in college. But the military now, because so many students are doing that, are actually turning down applicants. Also because of the United States not committing as many military overseas and all of that. The military is currently only accepting 20% of their walk-ins. It's a small percentage, as it was a few years ago. National service should not be required because there just is no need for it. America's land of the free, free to choose your own paths and live the lives that we want. We should not be required to serve the nation. I know a lot of other countries do that, but we should not do it. And there's so many people doing it instead of college, there just isn't a need for it. If we need the bodies, if we were fighting this war, like Vietnam or anything like that, we would need it. But I just don't think it should be required, and if we did force it, many Americans would not support it either. So, any questions? Thank you.